honey.
Guys, by the way, this is Perfection and Glam and Atlas. Don't be afraid to. They're very good people. Grab them and hug them really hard. They take hugs.
6 p.m.
I mean, me too.
I'm taking both.
Me too. I'm way past my bed. I mean, this is actually. I'm just now getting into bed. I'm like reading a book right now.
What keeps you so humble? The level of humility that I think you show.
Things don't excite me. Like, there's only certain things that make me excited. Like, making music excites me. Talking about music excites me. Like shit like this. Like, all the stuff that I do excites me. Flexing doesn't excite me. If I walk in here with like a serious like ice, and I walk in the room, like immediately in my mind, not only am I like super uncomfortable, but I feel like I'm forcing myself to be, or you know, like, it's really hard to explain being in my shoes, how that works in your mind. Like, some people like it and I'm not knocking them. I don't get anything positive from people reacting to me in that way. I would rather get props for my music than for, oh shit, he's got a big chain.
But even the personality, your personality in regards to like being humble and everything.
You know what it is? I don't think it's because they're not the same way. I think most people are very similar to the way I am. I just chose to go out of my way to just like put myself out there. Most people, I'll say this, it takes a certain type of person to become a music producer and to be passionate enough to make it far enough to be successful. And most of those personality traits are very similar to my personality traits. I just get bored with only producing music and then being in the background. Like, this excites me, you know, like being around and doing past the aux and talking to people and experiencing different things. I just personally choose to put myself out there. But then again, on the flip side, like, I don't know everyone. I would rather get validation like this. I would rather receive my validation from someone coming up to me and saying, yo, you changed my life, or yo, I watch your podcast and I follow your shit and that inspires me to do XYZ. I'd rather receive that type of validation than the, yo man, you the man, yo, that chain crit. I feel like at some point you reach like a breaking point. Like, success, it's like placement, another placement, publishing deal. You're making some real money, Grammy, accolades, and then it's like, okay, now what? So put yourself in these shoes. Put yourself in these shoes. Millionaire, accolades, everyone praising you, hit records, the whole thing, respect, right? And then another year goes by, more, and then, you know, you have all this money, you have personal life, maybe you have a family, you start a family. At that point, on some real shit, like, shit just gets repetitive. Because once you have enough money to not have to worry about money, then the value, or the amount of importance you put on money decreases drastically. Because you've seen it all, you've experienced it all, your rent's paid, that's fine, okay. You have enough money to live comfortably, but then at that point, you can't live the rest of your life doing that, because it's just straight up bored. It's a dead zone. No, it's a dead zone. It's a dead zone. And unless you're being creative, or you find some kind of epiphany that excites you, you start to realize that money really is the least important thing in life. You don't realize how how unimportant money is until you have an abundance of it.
And that's what everybody says. Like, obviously, you want money.
Yeah.
Everybody wants money to be able to like pay their bills and live good and get the things that you've never been able to. But I have seen more often than not a lot of people with money like that doesn't bring happiness. Like once you have it, you want something else. You want to reach the next milestone. Like millionaires want to be multi-millionaires, then eventually billionaires. You know what I mean? So
I'll tell you one thing, man.
chasing something.
I feel like the biggest satisfaction to life is like providing some type of valuable thing for the world, whether it's a painting or a service. Like, I don't know. I feel like we were put on earth to like provide. Some people get that from like raising children, which is great, and you're providing for your children. Like, but some type of service to other people is where real like meaning comes. You know, like you can like being a millionaire. It's like.
You could have all the money, be miserable.
But like, dude, it's boring, bro.
Where am I going today? What city do I want to, you know?
Facts.
What would you like to make a decision to talk to?
Yeah.
Give me the motherfucking Pokeball. Give me the fucking,
I'm on Pokeball with
I want
gold.
a Pokeball right now.
Gold nuggets.
The gold nuggets.
Oh, 801?
Yeah, started doing that, and it's working.
Yeah.
By little, trickle, but
I mean, you can't blame people for thinking this, but like everyone's trying to look for like a quick shortcut. And I'll be honest, like there's definitely certain things that you can do to speed up the process. But the game is always going to be a marathon. Like start small, start local. All the stuff that I talk about on the podcast and like, you know, meeting you and stuff. It's like all these different types of like questions that people have. They always come down to a couple things. Really one thing. Put the work in and start small and that's really it. That's like the answer almost to every question.
you want to hear some feedback or critique from you're the master. So
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know about that, but I do. I try to do my best.
I mean, it's like you and Frank Dukes, basically.
Yeah.
Is killing it right now.
Yeah.
Do you work with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to send me loops in 2011. And then he stopped.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, fuck you, Frank.
Yeah,
No, that's my
okay.
guy. I've known him for like more than 10 years. So
That's dope.
that's my guy. I'm really proud of him too.
That's kind of what I focused on.
Well, is it a passion of yours too?
Yeah.
Graphics
It wasn't
and
purely money, So I enjoyed it. It's kind of like always a battle.
Battle, yeah. It's funny because my graphic designer who does all my artwork and stuff, he makes beats as well. And a lot of people that I've met who do graphics also kind of mess around with the beats too. I feel like they're kind of similar in a way where like you get to express your creativity in like different ways. So like
When I wasn't like
see what happens when you kind of like trust yourself, trust your instinct, and then you just like go for it. I mean, even if you never got that job, like
I mean, there's like
something else would have come up later. You know, like it always works out, always.